All right. Hey, oh, hey. Or should I say, hey, golden child. Welcome back to, let me make sure. All right. Y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me. I love it. I love it. Hey. All right. We are here for another episode of Book Talk Tuesday. Okay. Y'all know I have been reading. I cannot stand this camera, but we're gonna work on that. I have been reading Psycho-Cybernetics by what's this guy name? Maxwell Maltz. And it has been an amazing read. Like I love this book. Um and it has been giving me so much to really think about, so many things to ship. It's giving double chin and I don't like it. Don't pay me no mind, y'all. I'm super goofy. But yes, y'all. Okay, that's a little bit better. Bring it up some. Um, but we are on chapter 7 this week. And the way that this works, one, I'm going to do a quick little introduction. I am Jaleesa Hardy. I'm also known as Jaleesa the Golden Child. I am a publisher, a 3, almost 4-time self published author. I'm in the process of writing my 4th book. I am a board certified holistic health practitioner. I am a global speaker. I am a singer, a songwriter, a poet. I am a single mom. I have a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 2-year-old. I am a holistic pregnancy and birth doula. I am currently finishing up my training. So if you're in the DMV area, specifically the Maryland area, and you are looking for a doula to support you with your birth, if you are navigating a high risk and or high stress pregnancy, feel free to reach out to me. My website is jaleesahardy.com. You can email me hello@jaleesahardy.com and I will send you the link to book a doula support consultation call. And that's free. What else? I'm a content creator. I create content here on YouTube as well as on LinkedIn. I'm not too much on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok. My main platforms now for the moment are LinkedIn and YouTube. At one point I was heavy on Clubhouse. And I definitely missed those days because it was so much more interaction. But I'm here now on YouTube and on LinkedIn. I do a indie authors playbook over there live on Wednesdays. But the reason we are here is because as I have been on this journey of monetizing my YouTube channel, God has just given me downloads for things to do here on my channel to be consistent for the YouTube algorithm, but also to be consistent for me to build my confidence in what I'm doing here on YouTube and not be so focused on the outcomes, not be so focused on the numbers, but to be consistent with showing up, being consistent with doing the things that he's given me to do. And one of the things he gave me to do early on in this journey was to do a 6-week book talk based off of my first book. And the title of it is It's All in Me, My Journey to Freedom and Living Abundantly. And it's under my maiden name, Minister Jaleesa Ray. I did not change my name after I got my divorce, so that's a whole nother conversation. But um that is available on Amazon. It's in Target. I think it's in Walmart. So if you just Google or go on Amazon and search for my name, you will find it there. Um, what else do I do? So many things. I'm a trauma of money certified practitioner. I am a Reiki master, energy worker. Um, so many different things. But at the end of the day, I always do this introduction. I say all the different things that I do, all the things that I've accomplished. But I am just Jaleesa. And that's really the only thing that I've been called and purpose to do is to be me. There's only one me in the entire world. There's only one person that has my DNA, that has my fingerprint, that has my human design chart, that has my, my makeup, my sequence. my experiences, all of those things. And for me, realizing that being my most authentic self is not only my desire and how I strive to live my life, that is my mission, to be able to guide you to see and be your most authentic self, uncover and release limiting beliefs, and unleash the golden child within. You are a golden child as well. That's why my introductions, when I greet you, I say, hey, golden child, because you are literally here, because there are miracles happening every single breath that you take. Every single time that your heart beats, it is a miracle that you are still here. There are people that we've lost, that are people that have gone on before us, that are people that we will lose every single day. But the fact that you are here now, watching this video, listening to this video, you're here because there are miracles happening on your behalf for you to still be here, for you to still be walking in your most authentic self, for you to still be walking in your purpose, which is to be you. No one else can do that. When the world, at the time of your birth, there was something missing from this world, and you feel that void when you were born. So, let me get into why we're here, because I know these tend to be longer than I planned, but I just felt like somebody needed to hear that today. But yes, the book talk, as I mentioned, that came from a 6-week book talk that I did on my first book, and it's here on my YouTube channel as well. You can go back and find the inaugural book talk. And that is where this came from. I wanted to continue the conversation around books that we have read, or that we are reading, getting the insight, getting the wisdom, getting the knowledge, and giving us opportunities to further integrate the things that we're reading, instead of just saying, oh, I read a chapter and that's it. And if somebody asks you, like, what did you read? You're like, I don't know. Like, what did you get from it? I don't know. So this is an opportunity for you to bring a book to this space to discuss and share what you learned, what you're implementing, what is most challenging for you as you're reading along the different books that you're reading. So it's not just about the book that I'm reading. You have the opportunity to come and share about the books that you're reading as well. Okay. So that was my introduction. Feel free, if you join or if you are watching a recording, feel free to introduce yourself and share any books that you're reading as well. Right now, I'm reading 3 different books. One for my coach, Psycho-Cybernetics, and then one for my doula training. So I am definitely an avid reader. I'd rather read a book than watch TV. So and I feel like that's how I've always been. Even in college, I didn't even have a TV in my room. I gave my friend, ex-boyfriend at the time, now ex-husband, I gave him my TV in college. But before I go off onto another tangent, we are here to talk about Chapter 7 of Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. And the title of the chapter is You Can Acquire the Habit of Happiness. Listen, this title alone will make you jump, shout, scream, and run across the room, okay? If you pay attention to it, acquiring the habit of happiness. Happiness is something that you get to choose. Happiness is something that you get to decide to be, to have, to experience. There's something that I've not necessarily coined, but I've really been sharing it with more people, and it's the happiness scale. And it has literally been something that I have, and I'm going to pull it up so you can see it. I've been implementing into, different spaces that I'm a part of. I recently shared it with someone, and my mom heard me talking about it. She was like, "Oh, send that to me. I need that." But when it comes to happiness, yes, it is a choice, but it's levels to happiness, okay? It's levels to it. So when you understand that and you see, like, oh, I'm here when it comes to life, when it comes to my spirituality, when it comes to my relationships, when it comes to a specific relationship, when it comes to where I am for the day, this happiness scale is something that you can use and apply on a day-to-day basis. And it's something that I actually implement into one of my events, my monthly events, my Soul Care Sunday Social. You can go back and check that out, how we implement it into that space. But again, happiness is something that you get to choose. It is a habit. Just like some people have the habit of being grumpy, some people have the habit of irritable, some people have the habit of just being a not so nice person. You get to create the habit of happiness. Okay. So I'm going to actually share the happiness scale so you guys can get an actual visual of it. And then we'll go back to the book talk slide. But this is the happiness scale. While we wait for it to turn on, I have to make sure that I'm intentional with the time because I do have work out at 7:30. I do workouts with Real Women Helping Women and Youth every single Monday through Thursday, and sometimes pop-ups on the weekend. But Monday through Thursday, 7:30 Eastern to 8 p.m. Eastern. And it is an amazing space, an amazing source of accountability. But to the happiness scale, when it comes to happiness, like I said, it's levels. Are you unhappy in every way? Are you unhappy in some ways? Are you happy in some ways, happy in most ways, and happy in all ways? And being happy in all ways means that you've reached this point in your life where your outer circumstances, the things that people are doing around you, the things that people are doing to you, saying to you, they no longer dictate your happiness. They no longer dictate your emotions. You are deciding to be happy in all ways, despite your circumstances, despite your environment, despite what other people are doing or not doing for you or to you. So that is where I strive to be on a day-to-day basis. And people are like, how do you da da da? It's choosing to be happy. You get to choose to be happy no matter what is going on in your situation or circumstances. Society would tell you to be moved and swayed by your circumstances, to be moved and swayed by your bank account, to be moved and swayed by what other people are doing, saying, not doing, or saying. But this is your opportunity to choose to be happy and always, no matter what is going on around you. Okay, so I'm gonna give you some points. I'm gonna pull up the book as well to share some specific quotes from the book from this chapter, and then I will close out if nobody joins, if nobody has any other things that they want to ask or anything that they want to share. But again, the title of chapter 7 is You Can Acquire the Habit of Happiness. Okay, I'm trying to get to the chapter. Okay, there it is. There it is. So I'll be able to just flow through this. And I'm gonna try to keep it short and sweet because it is already 6:47, and I try to keep these to 30 minutes. Okay, the first point is happiness is a habit, not a destination. Maltz emphasizes that happiness isn't something we find one day when life is perfect. It's something we can cultivate daily, regardless of our circumstances. And that's what I was talking about. Being happy and always. Cultivating happiness daily, regardless of our circumstances. Point number 2, the power of perspective. Our happiness isn't determined by what happens to us, but how we interpret and respond to life's challenges. Shifting our mindset can change our reality. Okay, I've heard this quote so many times. It's not what happens to you, it's how you respond to it. You get to choose to see a situation or circumstance as something dire, as something that's traumatic, as something that is going to be a setback. You get to choose to say, you know what? This is a lesson and a blessing in disguise. It might be in disguise, okay? But you get to choose to say, you know what? I'm going to look at this as a lesson. I'm going to look at this as a blessing. I'm going to look at this as part of the mess that is required for my life to be a masterpiece, for my being to be a masterpiece. Okay, you're already a masterpiece. It's just a matter of things being added, things being shifted, things being moved around. All of those things require some mess. Okay, so if we shift our perspective to say, you know what? I'm going to be happy regardless. I'm going to show up regardless. I'm going to choose joy regardless. I'm going to accomplish my goals regardless. I'm going to achieve the level of success that I desire regardless. That is how you shift your mindset in order to change what's going on around you. Point number 3, letting go of the when I have more mentality. Many people tie happiness to external achievements, more money, better relationships, career success. But true happiness starts internally with gratitude and self acceptance. Okay. The more you can focus on what you have, what you already have access to, the wealth that you already have access to, the abundance that you already have access to. Look at the people in your life. Look at what you have around you. Look at the clothes that you have. Look at the the knowledge and wisdom that you have access to. Look at the color of your skin. Look at your eyes. Look at, and just take a deep breath and realize, you know what? I am still living. I am still alive. There is a miracle happening every single moment I get to take a deep breath. I get to even take a regular breath. Every time that I get to blink my eyes, every time my heart beats, it is a miracle happening on my behalf. So I get to choose gratitude. I get to choose to accept myself for where I am, what I've accomplished or not accomplished, because I am enough. I am enough. I was born enough. I was born valuable. I was born worthy. There is nothing that can take that, shift that, make that, move that from you, because you are born with a limitless amount of value, limitless. Joy. He highlights that feeling of, oh, did my camera just go out? And I was on this joint rapping. Okay. I saw the little light flash. But let me go back to this screen because I have been. Oh, that's what happened. The screen stopped sharing. All right, back to a book talk Tuesday. Point number 4, self-worth and joy. He highlights that feeling worthy of happiness is crucial. Many of us unconsciously block our own joy because of past experiences, guilt, or societal messages. Man, that there, okay? There are habits that we have, ways of being that we, and behaviors that we continue to perpetuate because subconsciously we feel like we don't deserve it, or we're unworthy of happiness, or we're unworthy of joy, or we're unworthy of, because, well, it didn't happen before. Like for me, this is something that I've been challenged with probably all my life since I really have become aware and have become a business owner more recently, really basing my level of success off of past experiences to say, oh, well, it hasn't happened yet, or, I haven't reached this level of financial abundance and financial freedom. So it's quote unquote never going to happen. Like those are my thoughts. Those were the limiting beliefs that I had to work through because, okay, well, I made this mistake last year. I made a financial decision to invest in a program and ended up in debt. Like now I'm working my way out of it. I didn't have any credit card debt before making this decision to invest in this program, and ended up getting into the program and the ways through the program. The founder, facilitator of the program, she switched the program a little over midway through the program, and I was investing 4 figures of money that I did not have. I was putting them on credit cards to be able to pay for this program, and ended up not getting the result that I desired because she switched the program. And really the result that I was expecting, it was my bad because I was expecting a certain result and it wasn't guaranteed, but this was what the program was geared towards. So ended up taking on all of this business debt, credit card debt, and now I'm trying to pay it off without, this outcome that I had originally invested in. So I had to really deal with the guilt and shame around making these decisions because I'm like, bruh, it's not just me. I have 3 kids that are fully, almost solely financially dependent on me. And I'm making these decisions. Yes, my intention was for it to be something that was going to improve our financial situation and improve our business, but it didn't turn out that way. So now I'm working on paying off this credit card debt, this business debt, in order to be in a better place and space financially. And these interest rates is eating me up, okay? Eating up the payments that I'm making every month. Okay, I have not missed a payment, thank the Lord. Okay, by the grace of God, I have not missed a payment. But them interest payments, baby, eating me up every single month. It's like, dang, did I even make a payment? Godly. But I am choosing joy. I am choosing happiness. I am choosing, you know what? It's gonna work out. No matter what decision I made in the past, no matter if it was a good decision, bad decision, whatever, it was a decision that was made, and there's consequences and reactions to every action. So I'm choosing to say, you know what, it was a lesson learned, and I won't do it again. Okay. You can bet your bottom dollar, okay? If I don't have the cash, I'm not going to invest four figures in the program unless I know I'm able to make the payments, or unless I know I can pay it right off. Like, it's just going to be, I'm going to make completely different decisions moving forward. And I'm going to be very intuitively guided. I'm going to be confident in my decision and knowing that this is what God has for me to do, and not just something that sounds good in the moment. So, point number 5, choosing happiness despite struggles. Maltz reminds us that hardship and happiness are not mutually exclusive. We face difficulties while still cultivating moments of peace, laughter, and joy. You get to do both. You get to do both. You get to choose and have challenges. Life is going to bring challenges. Like I say, life is a roller coaster. You have the ups, you have the downs, and you get to choose to be happy in the up moments. You get to choose to be happy in the down moments. You get to choose to be happy in the pauses. You get to choose to be happy when you get in, yanked around, flipped upside down. You get to choose, okay, happiness despite facing difficulties, despite chaos, despite traumatic experiences. You can still cultivate peace, laughter, and joy. You get to do both. Okay, so those were the 5 points. And I wanted to remind you that this chapter speaks to the need for joy as an act of self preservation and resistance. Many of us have been conditioned to be strong for everyone else, often putting our own happiness last. But reclaiming our joy, no matter our circumstances, is a radical and necessary act. This chapter is a powerful reminder that happiness is not something we wait for, it's something we choose and create, even in imperfect circumstances. Okay? Those are the 5 points, a little bit of extra razzle dazzle on top. And I'm going to share some quotes from the book. We got 2 minutes. I'll share these quickly. Dr. John A. Schindler defines happiness as a state of mind in which our thinking is pleasant a good share of the time. Okay. A good share of the time. You don't always have to be happy. Your thoughts don't always have to be happy, but a good share of the time. Okay. Think of the 80-20 rule. But then in the case of happiness, I'm really leaning towards, okay, 90-10. Okay. Because you get to choose. Dr. Schindler has said that unhappiness is the sole cause of all psychosomatic ills, and that happiness is the only cure. The very word dis-ease means a state of unhappiness. Dis-ease. Okay, so remember, if you're experiencing dis-ease, there is some level of unhappiness that you're not dealing with, that you're not addressing, that you're not choosing to shift and change in your life so that your dis-ease will be removed from your life. It says men are disturbed not by the things that happen, but by their opinion of the things that happen. That I talked about that in, I think it was point number 3, where it talks about no, point number 2, the power of perspective. Let me see, let me make sure, because I go through, read the chapter, and highlight the different points that I want to share. And I think that was it. I made good time, y'all. I made good time. I made good time. Yeah, that was a 3. That was the 3. So yes, y'all. Let me know your thoughts on this chapter. Let me know where you are on the happiness scale. Definitely, I want to hear your thoughts on the happiness scale, how you can apply it. Again, if there's a book that you want me to read and discuss, feel free to bring it. If it's a book that you're reading that you want to bring here to discuss, feel free to join me here on YouTube. And if you want the link to join the Zoom, that is an option as well. Am I complete? Yes, I'm complete. Choose joy, choose happiness. Remember, if nobody told you today, I love you. I see you. I'm so freaking proud of you just for being who you are. You are enough. You are worthy. You are valuable just as you are. Don't let anyone or anything take away from that. Okay. I'll see y'all tomorrow for Work Wednesday. All right, y'all. Peace.